Tony Romo. We've talked about it before. He had another really bad performance on Sunday. What else is new? But he took to the air and said that he was playing sick. His voice was not the criticism, and I don't think anybody thought Tony Romo was sick unless he was hopped up on Pepto-Bismol or something. It just became increasingly clear throughout the game that he didn't expect much out of the Jaguars. He opened the game by comparing them to the Panthers and said they might have a real shot at winning this game, like the point spread wasn't 1 point. I'll ask you guys, what do you make of what happened on Sunday?
It's almost disrespectful to the position they're in, and I don't want to get super overreacting here, but they're the number one CBS booth, and it was extremely clear that they didn't follow the Jaguars this year. A team they knew at some point they'd probably have to give a broadcast for. They didn't know what was happening, and it was extremely clear, and I think at the very least you have to feel like even if what they're saying is kind of silly and annoying, shout out whenever the Chiefs and the Bills play, they at least feel like they're prepared to say those silly things. They were silly things because they didn't know what they were talking about. They have a real shot to win. Yeah, I would hope so. The game hasn't started yet. Every team has a real shot to win. That kind of narrative, especially in the playoffs, when you're hosting the team, that was so bad out of both of them.
It feels like he kind of slotted in the Bills and the Chiefs slot for the playoffs. He was like the Jaguars are coming in and they're playing the big bad Bills. The thing of the Jaguars the past 8 weeks were one of the best teams of football. I mean, I don't know how you watched that game against Denver. Sorry, Avery. But they go into Denver and they beat them by more than 2 scores or 2 scores. And then you see that and you say, they're the underdogs. It'd be an upset here today. How would it be an upset in that game? Even though it was an upset and the Bills won, the Jaguars were easily the favorite in that game. I mean, it did go back and forth, but the Jaguars, with how they played throughout the season, you had to see that. I understand you didn't call a game, but your little amount of research, and I hope you're keeping up with the NFL outside of the games you're calling with Jim.